Natasha, thank you so much for being here with us today. We are so excited for the launch of your new film, Faith, Hope, Love, releasing March 15th. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so it's a fun family, faith-inspired rom-com. It's just about two people who are kind of broken and going through their own trials and tribulations, and the two, a guy and a girl, they enter this kind of pro-schmo dance competition and end up falling in love. And
of course,
you know,
they do. How
all the things that happen in a typical rom-com. Yeah, it's awesome, and it's such a fun film because it's for the whole family, and it's just something that's really inspiring. So it's good to have those kind of movies out in the world, you know, just to bring families together so they can all watch together.
Absolutely. We have a look at the trailer for the film.
Cool.
Let's take a peek.
Did you forget something?
No, I was just wondering. Do you think Mom would be proud of me?
Ugh. I know she would be proud of you.
I just wish I hadn't argued with her so much. I hope I don't argue with you too much.
That's what teenagers do. Have some fun. Not too much fun, but fun.
Oh, I love that so much. So sweet. So what was it like? What was it like? What was it like being an actress?
It's fun. I love it. I mean, I grew up doing musical theater and always performing and acting and singing, so I don't really know any different, I guess, so it's just something I'm really passionate about and love.
Did you always feel you'd be successful at it, or was it something that you had doubts about at times?
I feel like I always have doubts, just because, you know, when it's something that you're super passionate about, you want to make it work as best as you can, but, you know, there's so many people who want to act and want to sing, so it's just like you have to really put in the work and put in the time, and, you know,
and it does take an element of faith, right?
Yeah.
Like in the film and on your Instagram bio, you have the line "Saved by Grace."
Yeah.
Tell us about the role faith has played in your journey.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up having, you know, faith. Faith has a huge part just in my family, and it was something that I always grew up around. And so being able to be in a film that sort of shares that and sheds light on faith is really important to me because, you know, it's who I am. And so it was very, I guess, authentic to play my character and to be a part of a movie that, you know, has that so involved.
I mean, faith is in the title of the film. Faith, hope, and love.
Yes.
So tell us about how hope has played a role in your life.
I think hope is everything. I mean, you always have to have hope for whatever you're doing, whether if it's career dreams or just things in your life personally. Having hope for anything is really important, and especially in times in our world like this when there's so much going on, like you just want to have hope that everything's going to be okay and everything's going to be all right. So yeah, I think it's everything.
And what about love?
I mean, love is also everything.
No, but really, like, what do you do to make sure self-love is so important?
Yeah.
And it's not easy to, one, love yourself in the face of all the rejection you face in Hollywood, right? But it's so important, it's crucial to your success.
I completely agree. I think self-love is one of the most important things. And I know for me, I just turned 20, but during my teen years, there's so many people that you get compared to, especially because, at least for me, I kind of grew up on social media because I was at that age where that was sort of like just starting. And so I've constantly had social media to kind of be right there to show me pictures of people or videos of people that you always want to compare yourself to. And that can bring a lot of self-doubt and a lot of like, kind of just like a confidence blocker. And so for me, having self-love and just reaffirming my confidence and who I am is so important. And I really think that it is one of the biggest keys to success, because when you're confident in yourself and you love yourself and you're secure in who you are, then it's like nothing can really stop you.
Oh, so true.
I love that.
Is there anybody or anything in your life that inspires confidence within yourself, that's been an encourager in your life, that just helps you to stay full of faith and hope and love? And
I would say my mom. She's a pretty inspirational person to me. I've just seen her through ups and downs of her whole life, and so I've just seen how she's really persevered and stood her ground and stayed true to who she was, and that's a huge inspiration to me to do the same in my life.
You know, we're talking a lot about manifestation and the verb of manifestation. And this morning, you know, you were one of the first to come. You sat in, you were quiet, you were like, I think that there's something to say about becoming successful by just simply showing up, being your best self. And it's not always, I mean, you are one of the best, but I'm just saying it's sometimes even someone who just is consistent gets the role over someone who may be even more dynamic in some weird way. How has that played? How has consistency and showing up over and over again worked out?
Consistency is not personally always easy for me, just because this world is so crazy and you kind of always are falling off the bandwagon in some way. But I think that it is so important to like just show up and put in the work, whether it's just anything in your life, just a daily routine or with work or with relationships and family. I think it's so important to me. So it's something that I definitely have worked on, of just being consistent, and I guess keeping myself accountable as well is just very important to me.
Is the passion that you have for entertainment in general always alive in you, or do you sometimes have to dig deep to find the passion again?
It's pretty alive.
You're alive, right? I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, it's just something I've always loved growing up. I think the thing that's a little bit different is what category is like most on fire at the time, because sometimes I'm super passionate about acting and it's like the only thing I ever want to do. But I also really love music. I have a YouTube channel where I talk a lot about beauty, so I do that, and I'm super passionate about that. So there's like certain little categories where I might be a little bit more into at the time.
So what's most on fire for you right now?
Right now, acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you ever felt sort of compelled to choose? Have you ever been, because I know that, you know, on the show we have a lot of folks that are multi-passionate entrepreneurs in different ways.
Sure.
And lots of them talk about struggling to kind of choose just one thing, but a lot of them have found success by not doing that at all. They've sort of chased all those different paths.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I was in a meeting one time and I got asked that question of like, what do you want to do? You know, we kind of have to put you in like a category. And I was like, I never want to be put in a category. I never want to be put in a box, because my heart and my desires are always going to be changing, and I'm changing as a person. So whatever I want to do when I wake up that morning is like what I want to pursue, because if I don't feel it in my heart, then it's not authentic, and I want to be as authentic as I can.
Oh, that's beautiful, just beautiful.
Yeah.
I love that.
So tell everyone where they can find and follow your journey.
Yeah, so you guys can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I don't know if I have anything else. Just all at Natasha Bure. Those are all my handles. So.
And Faith, Hope, Love will be available on March 15th.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
Yeah.
Stay tuned. We'll be back with more on Good Morning La La Land.